Something that I've always found so interesting is that men who like
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Are you single?
Let me ask you something. Do men ever?
It is very common for men to lie about their life experience.
Welcome to the wall. A lot of women say that men lie, that they don't bring anything to the table, and that women can handle everything on their own. But when they're asked what they bring to the table, the answer is usually just one thing: their presence. In this video, we're going to take a raw and unfiltered look at what women actually expect from a relationship and what they're truly willing to offer in return. Let's get started.
something that I've always found so interesting is that men who quote unquote want a homebody never find a homebody to begin with, okay? They only value women who stay home and don't go out if they stop them from doing that, okay? Like, if I wanted someone who wasn't at the club, I wouldn't meet them at the club and then force them to stop going. I would just meet them running or at Whole Foods or the mall or something, okay? And love women the way that they love a tiger and then put it in captivity. If you're already there, if you're a house cat, you're of no value to them. If you're out doing your own thing and they're able to somehow reel you in and stop you from doing that, that's when it's valuable to them. So remember that. And also, you
She's right. You can't make good wine from bad grapes. You can't go chasing after a club girl, try to take her home, and expect her to be a lady. If you found the frog out on the street, no matter how many times you kiss it, it's not going to turn into a princess. That kind of woman enjoys the party lifestyle, and sooner or later, she'll go right back to it. At the end of the day, where you find your woman is where she feels comfortable and where she wants to be. So choose your spots wisely, brothers, because you can't make good wine from bad grapes.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Are you single?
I am single, very single.
Where are you from?
I'm from London. Can you not tell by the accent? I sound Australian.
What's it like dating men in London as opposed to America?
I feel sorry for you Americans, honestly. Since I've come to America, I've just given up on finding love. Everyone here is just, their mindset is so different to people in London. London people is more genuine. Women aren't like gold diggers as much as they are in America. Men in America, when they come up to me straight away and they'd be like, hey, I'm the CEO of this, or hey, I can help you with this. Hey, I own this. I drive this car. In London, it's just like, hey, I'm John, you know?
I'm John. Do you want to get coffee sometime?
Yeah, like they're just like genuine. They don't like use their money to like try and get women, whereas here they do.
So why do you think here in Miami, it's all about superficial tendencies?
I mean, look at the face. Most of the women I know here, they're like, I ain't speaking to that man unless he's paying me, or why would I go on this date? Or if they go on a date, they think they don't own the guy's shit, or like they don't, like they think they're the shit, quite a lot of the women here, which they should. But like, it's just, they're very like artificial.
The expectations are too high
Way too high.
for what it should be.
But I mean, it should be in terms of like not giving themselves out. You know, like they're just money hungry. I don't know why. Honestly, don't know why.
Do you think US men would have a better shot dating in England than they would in the US?
1000%. I know so many US men that go to London to date UK women.
What this woman says is absolutely true. In many places around here, men end up being judged through a female mindset that's almost entirely focused on money. The first thing they want to know is how much you make. Then they decide if you're worth their time. The date stops being a chance to connect and turns into a financial evaluation. But in Europe, there are still women with stronger values who agree to go on a date because they want to get to know you, not because they're calculating what they can get out of it. That's why I like this woman's mindset. You can tell she's a good girl. Just look at how she didn't look down on a simple coffee invitation. Something basic and natural when there's genuine interest. Sure, not all women think like her, but when someone does, it's worth recognizing. Props to her.
Let me ask you something. Do men ever not pursue a woman because they are intimidated by her? Do men ever not pursue a woman because They're just too scared of how much they're gonna fall in love with her. We have been fed this tale that if a man is not pursuing you and a man is not making plans with you, that's probably because he's intimidated by you. He's intimidated by your success. He's intimidated by your beauty. He's intimidated by how fancy of a lifestyle you have. And I'm just curious, is any of that true? Is any of that?
It's not that he's intimidated, it's that he knows that by getting into a relationship with that kind of woman, he's going to be signing up for a full-time job trying to maintain and upkeep a relationship without her even reciprocating. It's quite literally the ability of a man to look at a situation logically, to then determine if it's even worthwhile trying to pursue a woman that potentially could just tear his life apart and he will never have peace. What a man is actually intimidated by is being sent to HR because he's about to get fired. He's intimidated by the police being called on him for being falsely accused over something that he's never done. And he's intimidated by running into a bear in the woods.
Men aren't intimidated by you. They just don't see you as the kind of woman they want to fall in love with. When a man truly wants a woman, he goes after her, makes her a priority, and acts accordingly. He doesn't do it out of pressure or fear of losing her, but because she aligns with what he wants in life. That's why men commit and give the ring to the woman they see as the right one, because the decision to get married always comes from the man. Calling lack of interest intimidation is just a convenient way to avoid the truth. It's not that he's scared. It's that he doesn't like you enough to invest his time in you.
It is very common for men to lie about their life experiences just to make them seem a bit cooler than what they are. So let me tell you about this one guy that would lie about everything. And no, I'm not talking about lying about stupid things. I mean, he lied about his whole life. He literally created this fake version of his life and was like, yeah, that's the life that I lived. But it wasn't. So the first thing this man lied about is he grew up during war. He saw people. How are you lying about the history of your own country? If you look it up, your country did not go through war. What do you mean you went through war? How can you make that up? Literally made up a period of his life where he went through war. But looking at his dad's Facebook, they were traveling. At least get the dates right. I'm pretty sure he was not okay in the head, because tell me why he was like, oh, my teacher, because he disrespected my family. How are you just admitting that? Yeah, like I followed him and I literally threatened him. And then this guy literally quit his job and moved countries. First of all, didn't you say he was dead? He would also lie about being broke to get people to order him food. His dad was a CEO of a company. How could you be broke? He would also lie about having people after him because he was this dangerous man that would always get into fights. The only fights he'd get into are the ones after clubbing with random men. He wouldn't mention that he would lose most of them. I don't know why he felt the need to lie so much, but he would literally make up stories that sounded just so fake. Like,
Women want the bears, and we want you to subscribe and help us hit 1,000 likes on this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments. It's important to us. All right then, let's get back to the video.
Won't lie about anything that they think will make it more likely for you to sleep with them. It's taken me a long, long time to realize this because I am like a very earnest person and I never expect somebody to be lying when they're talking to me, but they will lie. They will lie about anything, like who they voted for, their values, the way their relationship ended, whether they're currently in a relationship. And in particular, I found a lot of men lie to me about what they're into sexually. Ultimately, it comes down to shame, which is very sad. They don't believe that they're lovable in some way. So they have to build this facade because they don't think women will actually want to sleep with them if they show their true colors. And you know what? They're probably right. But instead of working on themselves and trying to better themselves so that they could be a good partner for someone someday, they just lie about it. It is self-abandonment in a sense, because if you're so ashamed that you have some weird kink or something, or so ashamed of being vanilla that you want to lie about being kinky, like, if you were just honest, you'd be happier. And you'd be able to find people that you're actually fucking compatible with.
Men don't actually value women, they value women's labor. And this is really a prime example of it. If I have to pay for everything, cook and clean, there is no need for a partner, is there? It's really just what can a woman do to make my life easier, not better, not more beneficial. It's what can I give to her, the things that I already do, what can I give to her to make her do for me? That's the value that they see in women. Women don't need somebody else to come in and do the things that they already do for themselves. You see how that works? Women aren't looking for a man to come in and do the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry because we do that shit ourselves. We don't need anybody else to provide that for us. But men go from their mother's house to college, maybe where they kind of half-ass it, and at home where the mom is doing everything, and they go right into finding a woman who could do the very same things that their mother did for them. Women want you to actually show up and provide additional value that they can't provide themselves. They can cook, they can clean, they can mow the lawn, they can schedule their own car maintenance appointments. What else are you going to bring to the table outside of that? And don't say financial provider, because we already do that too. Don't say protector, because it wasn't for you. We wouldn't need protecting in the first place. But this is the shallowness of what men are looking for in women. They're not looking for deep, meaningful connections with women. They're looking for women to make their lives easier. And it brings us right back to men don't want a wife. Men want a second mother to cook for them, to clean for them, to do their laundry, to wipe their ass.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
First off, lying takes two people, one to lie and one to believe it. If you keep falling for the same stories, it's not just because guys lie. It's because you're attracted to that type of man. It's no secret that a lot of women fall in love through their ears. So if you like smooth talkers who sell you fantasies, then that's exactly what you're going to keep finding, over and over. At that point, the issue stops being the liar and starts being the woman who enjoys having dreams sold to her. When a woman says men don't value women, what she's really showing is that she doesn't understand how men think. Men value based on usefulness, logic, and practicality. That's why men strive to be useful, and why they value what brings peace, structure, and stability into their lives. A woman who takes care of the home and takes care of her man is deeply appreciated. And that's exactly why a man wants to give her everything in return. Women tend to see the world through emotion, but at the end of the day, life isn't run on emotions. It's run on structure, usefulness, and responsibility.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Are you single?
Yes,
Why are you single right now?
because the men are not enough rich to take care of me.
So you're looking for a rich man.
Yes, yes, I want to be spoiled.
Why does he have to be rich?
Because I want to be spoiled. Because I make my own money and I need to be dominated.
So you couldn't dominate the man who you were out earning.
I'm submissive. No, I cannot.
So the man that you want, what do you expect from him financially?
I accept him to change my life and, I don't know, take care of me, give me security.
He has to pay for everything,
Yes,
take you on trips.
yes, of course.
Whatever you want, it doesn't matter the cost. He should be able to get it.
Yes, exactly.
But you're 29 now.
Yes.
Do you think that if you met a multimillionaire in Miami, that he's gonna say, yeah, I'll give that to her? Or is he gonna give it to the 23-year-old girl?
I look young, I look fresh, I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I think I look 23.
Okay,
Do you?
that question's up for debate, but he gives you that, right? How do you support that multimillionaire in his life?
Just me?
Just you?
Yes.
But what do you bring?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah. It's hard to be a woman these days, so, and we get shit on, so.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
So you want a millionaire who'll take you on trips, pay for everything, and spoil you with all your whims. And he'll do all that just because you bring your presence to the table? I don't know, brothers, but I feel scammed. And on top of that, she's 29 and already has baggage. That awkward silence when she claims she looks 23 says a lot. The reality is, men who can afford that kind of lifestyle are a tiny minority in today's economy. And those same men, if they have that many options, why would they settle down, give a woman a ring, or commit to just one person, when they can choose younger women without taking on responsibilities or ties? Make it make sense.
Women.
We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. If a man is valued primarily for his usefulness, his ability to provide, and his stability, what sense does it make for that same man to commit to a woman who openly admits she brings nothing in return? If women admit they fall in love through words, and that many men lie just to win them over, to what extent is the repetition of those experiences the liar's fault, or the fault of the one who chooses to believe and reward that behavior? If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Your support means a lot to us and keeps us motivated to keep creating more content. Stay tuned for the next episode of The Wall.